Psst. Hey you! Do you want to know some secrets about Smash Remix? Like, I'm talking real secrets, like Easter eggs, like things that people don't know. Well, you're in the right spot. I will let out the secrets, but we gotta hurry because the Smash Remix team, if they know about this, they might have to kill me. But anyways, let's get into it, let's go! Alright, so for our very first Easter egg, it's like a little party trick. If you start up the game and see the N64 logo, and you're holding down the L button, you'll hear a familiar laugh. Now, it's pretty cool and some people know about this, but what you didn't know is if all 4 controllers hold down the L button, you'll hear a different laugh. And of course, it's the fat yellow plumber, but this is a little Easter egg that many people don't actually know about. Playable Master Hand. Now the thing is, a lot of people have seen this here and there, but they don't really know how to unlock him. Now what you have to do is go into the player tags menu and go to the very last name. It has to be the last one, so go to the second page to the very last. Input whatever name you want, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna write Maafia because, I mean, that's me. And the next time you go to the CSS, you should see Master Hand is selectable over Link. Why over Link? I have no idea. But the creator of this was MARIOREINCARNATE. This guy is crazy when it comes to incorporating new features and new things for Smash Remix. This guy's a legend. But yeah, Master Hand is in the game, unlockable. He is a bit glitchy and can crash the game. So if you want to play against Master Hand or play with him, you have to do an HP battle. If it's not set to stamina mode, the game will crash. It's very buggy, but he is fully playable. Not gonna lie, this is pretty crazy. You guys gotta see this. Look at the BAM, bitch! Damn! No, Master Hand got some cool shit. He looks so goofy on the victory animation. Just a quick added bonus, if you go into one player mode and press Z on another controller, the other player can control the CPUs. And then if you want, you can go to the practice settings and select the final battle and have the other player play as Master Hand here. It's a little workaround because this way Master Hand will really not crash at all. In Smash 64, we actually have something very unique with every character. Every character has a skeleton model. Now, the cool thing is, yeah, you can see it in game, but most people don't realize you can have your personal character as the skeleton model. So, for example, like some people like Samus is Zero Suit Samus secretly. That's vanilla. But in Smash Remix, we went a step further and picked other characters such as Crash with his underpants, or Bowser with Dry Bowser, or Dark Samus with, you know, the evil true form. But you could basically select these as quote-unquote costumes, and with these costumes you could verse normal people with it, and it's totally fine. People don't really know that you can play as Dry Bowser against other people. It's pretty cool. I thought I should mention it because, yeah, you could see it for a single frame of electricity, but in Smash Remix, you could keep it active at all times. Also, side note, ew, piano is disgusting. But yeah, it's really cool if you want like a specific skeleton costume for like Bowser especially, or Dark Samus, or you want Crash Bandicoot running around in his underpants, you should definitely make use of this skeleton option. The Animal Crossing Easter egg. Now this one is bittersweet because it involves a dev named HALOFACTORY working hard trying to get a character to work in the game, but ultimately that character did not get into the game the way it was intended. And that is Villager. There's Villager right behind a little shack, so it's pretty cool. You can mess around and have Villager show up in the background after getting a flashy star KO and, you know, annoy your friends, but it's a cute little Easter egg. This Easter egg is also present in the morning time version, but instead of Villager, it's actually Mr. Rossetti, which is pretty cute as well. He has his little bushy eyebrows, and it's a fun little secret, you know. You wouldn't think to check behind the building, but if you did, you would see a cool little sprite. While on the topic of hidden images, we also have one on the basketball stage of Charles Barkley. I guess this is an NBA Jam reference. I don't know why Barkley specifically, But yeah, he's there. He's been there since this stage has first been introduced, so that mother effer is there. We also have, on the soccer version of the stage, Soap's dog. Now, if you don't know Soap, he is the lead artist, and he has his dog in the game. I don't know why, but like, I mean, the dog is incredibly cute, so I'm glad he's there, but yeah, there's a cute little doggy back there. Song of Time Easter egg. Now, in order to understand this one, you have to understand the salty runback. Now, salty runback is when you pause and reset while holding start, it'll restart the match. So, if you do it on Great Bay, it actually plays the Song of Time, which is really, really cool. On any other stage, it just resets the map, but on this stage specifically, it'll play Song of Time every time you do a salty runback, which is pretty awesome. Oh boy, this is a big one. Now, many of you guys do not know what the 64 debug screen is. What the debug screen does is you get to test controllers and test out certain characters. You can't access this screen unless you have a Game Shark. Now, there's a very special thing about that Kirby. If you go into Smash Remix and you go ahead into the 8th slot, you could kind of match it up which one's the 8th slot by the second page, as you can see here. But if you go into the 8th slot and type in Cube, you'll unlock a character that not many people know at all. Maybe only like 2 other people who are not devs know this character, but it is Cube Kirby from the debug screen. Cube Kirby is fully usable. There's no issues with him. Fully skinned by Mario Reincarnate. This guy put in so much work with random secret features. It's amazing. I had to ask for permission to make sure this was allowed to show, but everything works. Kirby hats work. He looks fantastic. It's from Sakurai too. I mean, the Cube Kirby is from the debug screen, but now Cube Kirby is playable in Smash Remix. It's such a cool little novelty from, of course, the vanilla 64, because it's in vanilla, but now he's playable, which is pretty crazy. Not many people know this one, so this one's a huge bombshell. But yes, Cube Kirby is playable. And thank you, Mario Reincarnate, for letting me show people this Easter egg. Whew. Okay, now here is one of the very first Easter eggs, if not the first Easter egg in Smash Remix. This was programmed in by FRAY. He said, I have to say he's very handsome, and I do agree. Here's a picture of him. Oh my goodness, what a handsome guy. Anyways, you gotta wait in the menu for a while, and then he will say this. Hurry up, will ya? Alongside of this, you know, little, hurry up, will ya? He also put in another Easter egg at the same time. Now, normally you hear him do the shoulder bash like this. But if you hold L with the move, he'll do it like this. Here I go. And this goes for other characters as well, like Marina. So he chose Marina as Japanese voice actor, but if you want to hear the English shake shake, you have to hold L while doing it. Shake shake, shake shake. Shake, shake. And also another character, Peppy, if you hold L while doing Firefox, he will do this. Barrel roll. Barrel roll. It's really cool that these moves can have different audio sounds depending on if you're holding the L button or not. But yeah, just wanted to throw that in there with the Wario stuff because they're very similar to each other. So this should be more known, but people still don't know. If you hold L in the character select screen, you get taken to the settings instantly. So you can just do this back and forth if you have to make some quick changes. It's very, very useful. Next thing that people don't really know about is if you press down C on the random option, it'll do a roulette. So it'll keep going until you hit the B button to stop and see your choice. Or if you do roulette and press the A button, it'll forcefully click that stage. Shout out to Kathy for developing this. Kathy has developed a bunch of wonderful things for Smash Remix, and these are just a few of them. Fantastic work as always. Next on the list, we have recursive Pokeballs. Now, if you go into the new Smash Remix settings and turn off all Pokemon, but still select Pokeballs as an item, you'll get this new Pokeball that basically never spawns a Pokemon, but you can keep picking it up and start spamming it at your friends. This one is super fun. It's just a spam fest. There's a crap ton of items on board because every single time you pick up the Pokeball, it keeps refreshing it. So it's really fun to play with. So here's the Crash Easter egg. So if you ever do is break the targets, you can see there's a little one-up icon for him, but you can't naturally get it with Crash. No matter what you do and what you try, Crash just can't reach it. But if you're Kirby and you select Crash's course, or someone else who has a bunch of jumps, there's a hidden secret when you grab it. After you get the 1-up, a hidden track plays from Crash Bash, and it only plays here. It doesn't play anywhere else in the whole game. The Super Mario 64 menu song actually has a secret. If you select it 3 times, this happens. You get a drum version remade into the song. It sounds pretty damn good. The song was made by Pringles, but to click it 3 times, it was coded in by Kathy. This is Big Head mode. Now, in order to do Big Head mode, you have to go into 12-character battle and go to the custom character set and swap your initials to be D and K. Now, when it's set to DK, all the characters will have huge arms, huge heads, and just look like an absolute mess. This is reminiscent of like GoldenEye's Big Head mode or like other games' Big Head modes. And yeah, you could play like this and everyone will start looking goofy, it'll look weird, but it's a fun little thing to try. There's actually a second thing as well. If you do the initials of Lanky Kong with Lanky's portraits, it'll do the opposite where your head's really small, but your arms are super long. And again, it looks super wacky. It's a very, very obscure known Easter egg, but it was cleverly coded into the game. In the gameplay settings of Smash Remix, you can go to a setting called Punish Failed Z Cancel, and in here you can select what kind of punishment you want for your Z Cancel, but if you click A on each selection, you'll actually hear a different audio cue. And if you turn on Blast Corps as the menu music and go back to that very setting, you'll hear this audio cue.
Time to get moving. Time to get moving. Time to get moving.
On the Doom stage, if you hit 666%, your character will die. Now the way the acid works is your percent will keep rising, but if it reaches 666, you die. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Doom Guy is out here killing demons, so anything related to 666 will result in death. So, yeah, if you're at 666%, you are dying. On the original Mushroom Kingdom stage, once you hit 30 seconds, the music changes to this. So the developers actually wanted to use that same tactic and feature on other stages as well, like this. There are other stages that also do this and other musical tracks that also do this, but I'll let you guys find those out yourself. Well, those were Smash Remix's secrets and Easter eggs. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys learned a bunch of new things about this game. Now, of course, there are things that I have not mentioned yet that are still in the game that have not been found, but hey, I'm not trying to get caught by the Smash Remix police, okay? I'm not trying to be dying out here. Anyways, thank you guys so much, and please hit that subscribe button and follow me on my journey to be the best Smash 64 content creator possible. Alrighty, I'm out of here. Take care. Peace.